A call comes in at 8:30 p.m. on a Sunday night.
Thank you for calling Nationwide Plumbing Services. This is Susan. How can I help you?
My toilet handle's loose, and it's the only toilet I have. I really need to get it looked at ASAP.
I hate to hear that you're having that issue, but you've definitely called the right place. I will send this out to my on-call technician immediately.
Susan skips over the emergency service requirements in which the client clearly states that AOH emergency is only available for floods, sewage backups, frozen pipes, or no water. Then selects yes in the "Do you need the on-call plumber to contact you?" question, which pages the on-call technician James, who's sitting at home with his wife and 2 children watching their favorite TV show. James answers the call, assuming it's a legitimate emergency job from the call center.
This is James. How can I help?
Hi, this is Nationwide Inbound. We have an emergency request from Jesse Clover.
Hold on one moment. I need to grab a pen and paper to write down the information. All right, what do we have?
Jesse Clover has a toilet handle that seems loose and is requesting someone out as soon as possible.
Really? A loose toilet handle? This is an emergency?
James hangs up furious because he knows that he has to leave his wife and kids for a loose toilet handle job. He drives 32 miles from his home to get to the customer Jesse Clover's house. James fixes her loose toilet handle within 35 minutes. But as he's getting ready to leave, Jesse asks him to look at the kitchen faucet to check for a leak. James gets paid an on-call rate for accepting this job, which is 2 times his usual pay. He was at Jesse's house for an hour and 45 minutes, and that doesn't even include the 32 miles he had to drive there and the 32 miles he drove back. James was gone for almost 3 hours away from his family. James goes to work the next day. Bob, the owner of Nationwide Plumbing, is starting out his Monday running payroll from the week prior. He notices he has to pay James 2 times the regular rate for almost 3 hours last night. Bob confronts James.
James, what was the emergency job last night?
The call center called me about a job for a loose toilet handle, and then the lady needed me to look at her kitchen faucet because it was leaking.
What? A loose toilet handle? I provided the call center a list of what we consider as an emergency, and a loose toilet handle or leaking kitchen faucet was not on it.
As you can see, Bob is extremely frustrated and calls the call center manager, Cam. Thank you for calling Nationwide Inbound. This is Cam.
Your agents are paging out loose toilet handles and leaking kitchen faucets to my on-call technicians. Why wasn't the protocol I set up with you followed? This is unacceptable, and I have to pay my after-hours technicians 2 times the regular rate. Are you going to pay them for me? We need to discuss our future partnership because with errors like this, I could answer the phones myself, and it wouldn't cost me $2,000 for 3 hours.
Bob, I'm so sorry for the trouble this has caused you. I've looked into this, and I do see that the agent incorrectly sent this as an emergency job. We do have parameters outlined in your account that were not followed. We will provide the necessary coaching to the agent.
What will you do for me and the money that you lost us?
The call center has to credit Bob back for the 3 hours James spent at Jesse Clover's house, an error which cost the call center $2,143. If the agent would have read the emergency service requirements that state that emergency services will only be provided for floods, sewage backups, frozen pipes, or no water, and then handled the call as a non-emergency, we would not have had to credit the client $2,143. So let's try that again. A call comes in at 8:30 p.m. on a Sunday night.
Thank you for calling Nationwide Plumbing Services. This is Susan. How can I help you?
My toilet handle's loose, and it's the only toilet I have. I really need to get it looked at ASAP.
I hate to hear that you're having that issue, but you've definitely called the right place. Let's take a look at the schedule together and see when we can get our technician out to service your loose handle.
The operator gathers the contact information, then starts to read the scripting verbatim, informing the customer that when the technician arrives, he or she will assess the job and quote a guaranteed price up front before any work begins. Susan then looks over the scheduling page in detail to determine when it would be appropriate to send a technician out to the customer's home. She recalls the customer's earlier request that someone come out as soon as possible, But she realizes that the protocol for AOH emergency is available only for floods, a sewage backup, frozen pipes, or no water. The loose toilet handle is not considered an emergency, so Susan offers the next available appointment.
When are you looking to have someone out?
ASAP!
What does your schedule look like tomorrow morning? We can have our technician James out between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m.
Yes, that's perfect. I'll not lose sleep tonight, knowing that someone will be out first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you so much.
Great! It looks like you're all set. And thank you for calling Nationwide Plumbing.
So there you have it. Following protocol can save our business a lot of money, not to mention that it keeps our clients happy and in turn continues our partnerships. So now you know. Always follow the protocol.